Here we have a Radio Shack regulated power supply, 10 amp, 13.8 volts DC. This is a nice desktop bench supply. Radio Shack had sold these back in the day. It's pretty much rock solid, works really well. A friend of mine gave this to me. It was broken, it was blowing fuses, wasn't working of course. And I went ahead and took it apart, cleaned it up, found that the rectifier section, one of these rectifier diodes was shorted. I went ahead and replaced them all. A pretty simple job. And I went ahead and upgraded it. The nice thing about this supply here is it used to have a 12 volt cigarette lighter in here, and who uses that nowadays? So PowerWorks has a really nice, they have really nice fill-ins for cigarette lighters, and I went ahead and purchased one of these for the Type-C and a quick charge. So now you can charge all different types of electronics. Most of the things are being powered nowadays by USB and 5 volts. This is a 12 volt Anderson power pole. I use a lot of radios and equipment. Anything that's 12 volts, usually I switch over to Anderson power pole. You'll see that I have all my connections are all Anderson power pole. I have different adapters like this per se. This is for a Motorola radio. And I also added a 4.8 amp USB PowerWorks charger for USB as well. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. You can see what it actually looks like. And with it powered on, you'll see it's got the voltage display here, which is nice. And you have a little light here. I think this used to have a light for the power switch, but don't need that anymore. I'm not going to worry about repairing that. And you can see I turned it off. You can see the voltage slowly going down. It's a nice supply, rock solid. It's got a really nice transformer in it. A couple of nice big capacitors here. And on the back here, you have your fuse. You have your power plug for 110 volt main. And this power supply is a really nice power supply, rock solid. I tested it with a load for a little while and works great. So if you want to update a power supply or bring it up to the newest century, you can. PowerWorks sells some really nice equipment, and you can do it yourself. The wiring itself I did here was patched it right in. You have your main one coming into the Anderson power pole. I ran new cables for that, a little thicker. So, for the amperage, you might draw a little bit more current on this. And the other ones I just plugged into the feed that comes here for the USB charging. You can see I have a couple cables here for that, and a couple of the cables here, and they mostly go down to here. And like I said, the other section comes out to where the feed goes. And that's it. So if you want to upgrade your power supply, PowerWorks, like I said, I'm not trying to plug the company, but they make some really nice equipment for that. A lot of people will put these, I'll put these in my vehicles if I want to be able to have USB charging. And nobody uses, like I said, nobody uses a cigarette lighter anymore unless you're a smoker. And definitely not a smoker. So if you want to upgrade your power supplies, this is a great way to do it. I'm going to make some more videos future-wise. I'm going to do a few more power supplies. And that way you get a good idea of how you can upgrade yours and make it useful again. All right, thank you very much for watching.